To begin this laboratory experiment, we start by making sure that our ball release mechanism is placed directly over the ball receptor plate, which is placed on the floor. In order to ensure that the ball will strike the plate after it is released from the mechanism, we can place the ball temporarily in the mechanism and drop it. Notice that it makes contact with our receptor plate. To secure the ball inside of the release mechanism, we begin by loosening the set screw on the side of the apparatus. We can then place the ball between the contact and the outer plate, pushing the peg inward to deflect this outer plate just slightly. We will then tighten the set screw, and the ball should remain pinned. Now, to change the height of our release mechanism, we simply loosen the set screw on the side of our mounting hardware. With the release mechanism now free to slide, we can move it to our desired height, measuring using our 2-meter stick from the top of the receptor pad to the bottom of the ball. Why to the bottom of the ball? Because the bottom of the ball will be the first thing to hit the top of the receptor plate. The height that we will use in this experiment will be given to you. Now we need to set up our GLX, which is a data logger that we'll be using extensively throughout these Physics 1 laboratory experiments. We begin by navigating down to the free fall adapter, and we want to set time of fall to visible, because we want the GLX to show us how long it takes the ball to go from the release mechanism to the top of the sensor plate. But we don't want the GLX to try and calculate acceleration for us, partly because we want to do that, but also because the GLX doesn't do a very good job of it. Now we navigate to the home screen, and we can see that the GLX has lots of different options, both to display data and different types of ways that it can measure data. For this experiment today, because we're only collecting one data point at a time, we'll navigate over to the digits, which is the most convenient way of displaying our data. To collect our first data point, we press the play button, at which point the GLX now starts looking for data. We can tell that it's looking for data because of this icon in the corner of the screen. We can now release the ball. To release the ball, simply turn the set screw. And we can see that the GLX produces a time for how long it took the ball to go from the release mechanism to the top of the sensor plate. We also now want to stop the GLX from taking data by pressing that play button again. But don't record this data because other data will be given to you for your calculations. We will record 4 additional data points for this height, and then we will change the height and record 5 additional data points for that height. And then we'll change the height 3 more times for a total of 25 data points for this laboratory experiment.